Anyhow, okay, so I've been in that school for going on what? It's after 2 right now. Hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Okay, to speak to, I spoke to Ethan's guidance counselor. Then, the funny thing is, I walked in the school, and we're talking about microwave and radio wave. So you hear the sirens? We got here that very low, because they don't want me to talk about it. But anyway, I'm gonna tell you guys what happened. Walked into the school, right? Went into the office. I sit down. About a minute later, I see Ethan, right? Now, he didn't come into the office. He didn't see me. But he walked and stand up right in front of the office, but he was not looking into the office, okay, where I was sitting, okay? And so when I turned, I saw him, and I'm like, Ethan. And he turned and he saw me, he was surprised. Again, we talk about microwave and radio wave frequency, right? Microchipping, BCI, okay? So understand what's going on, okay? So after I spoke to him, I was like, you going to class? He told me, yes. About 5 minutes later, actually he was on lunch. So, but 5 minutes later, he walks into the office, tells me that the teacher, Mr. Ray, took his phone. I said, what do you mean teacher took your phone? He was like, I was on the staircase going through my bag, looking for my book, and Mr. Ray came and said, give me your phone. And I'm like, okay, did he see your phone? Did you have your phone in your hand? No, I didn't. So I want you to understand how within the school system, how they target your kids if you're a TI, right? If you're a target individual, how they will single out your children to target them, okay? These are grown men, right? Black men is that too, engaging in this type of tactics and behavior, okay? So I asked for his phone. And how convenient that when I asked to speak to Mr. Ray, actually I told his guidance counselor, and his guidance counselor contacted Mr. Ray. And how convenient that all of a sudden now he's at lunch, right? He's at lunch. So I had to wait in a hard chair, and I had to get up and have to lean forward a couple of times because my back started to hurt me. And so about half an hour, I said to one of the people in the office, hear the sirens? Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm telling it all, exposing it all. So after half an hour, I said, okay, can I speak to someone to get Ethan's phone back? So they contacted Mr. Ray, and he says, his father gonna have to wait till 3:30. His father gonna have to wait till 3:38 to get his phone back. I'm like, what? I said, did you tell him that I'm here, that I cannot wait because I have to go pick up my daughter? So they told him that, because I have said that to them. And this man, okay, still persists on saying that, oh, you heard what I said. I said what I said. I'm like, if this man was standing right in front of me, I would have punched him in his face. I would have punched him in his face. Literally, I would have punched him in his face. Like, who do you think you are? Right? You think because you're working with these crooked ass cops and these religious fanatics that what? That you can do whatever you want to do? Like, get the fuck out of here. I'm not having that shit. No way. These damn Christians, let me tell you, man, they're the most hypocritical, the most contradictory people you could ever come in contact with. That's why I tell my kids, stay away from these Christians. Keep away from them. Okay? They're ridiculous. They are ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, I tell you, man. Literally. So anyway, I was able to get his phone back, and I'm gonna speak to them about this shit, because there's no way that I'm gonna have them treat my son like that. That you single them out. And you guys know me already. I confront shit. One thing about me, I'm confrontational. Okay? Like I said, I don't back down to bullshit. Particularly when, as a parent, you go to your child's school, right? And these things are happening. And you're right there, you're asking for their phone, and some idiot in the school system want to act like, Mr. Macho Man. I said what I said. I'll tell you. Only in the black community, in schools that have predominantly black children, you see these black educators behave like this. This is how they behave. And it's crazy. And they're like, oh, I spoke to who I spoke to? And he's like, oh, you can pop up once in a while. Yeah, I know they want me to pop up once in a while. Because they always, of course, they were targeting me in there, running all these tests, these psychological tests. So of course that's why they want me there. I'm like a case study for them, right? Okay? But they don't understand that they are a case study for somebody else. Right? They are a case study for somebody else, and how they are being manipulated to engage in such behavior, which is detrimental to our kids, not just my kids. So whether it be turning out gatekeepers for white racism and this white racist system, or to create a hostile environment for kids that don't subscribe to their religion, and have parents that don't subscribe to their religion. It's funny, like I always thought, I laugh, like I said, because, what they do when they do this to me or my kids is also being done to them and their kids on a different level. So they may get a little reward, right? But it don't last. It does not last. The sense of because they feel like they're educators. They feel educators act like it. Educate. Don't indoctrinate. Right? Educate. Don't indoctrinate. Instead of having, you can have Chinese, but what about any type of African language? What about Swahili? Right? What about another form of language that kids can learn, an African language? Okay? As I tell you, it speaks for itself, right? They'll teach you every other language except your own native tongue, one of your native tongue languages. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys next video.